who goes by "This is a public service" on YouTube.
This is a public service.
This is a public service.
Just don't afraid to drop the bomb, drop it on the Vietnam. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up pearly gates. Well, I ain't no time to wonder why. We all wanna die. Now come on, generals, let's move fast. Your big chance is here at last. Now you can go out and get those reds, cause the only good commie is one instead. You know the peace can only be one when you're going on the gonna come sing it. 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Louder! Vietnam. And 5, 6, 7. Open up the gates. Well, I ain't no time to wonder why. We all want tonight. Listen, people, I don't know how you expect to ever stop the war if you can't sing any better than that. There's about 300,000 of you fuckers out there. I want you to start singing. Come on. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the gates. But I ain't no time to wonder why. We all wanna die. Now come on, mothers throughout the land. Pack your boys off to Vietnam. Come on, fathers, don't hesitate. Send your sons off before it's too late. Be the first one on your block and work on the block. All right. 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up pearly gates. Well, I ain't no time to wonder why. We all wanna die. All right.
Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning. Jenny, what is going on? Rockport Wrights, Mr. Osgood, everybody up at the top. I got to either scroll up or you got to start talking. Howard, Prophet, what is going on? T-Man, what is going on? I saw some other people in here. Mark, what's going on? Blue Line Transparency, what? A9 Patriot, what up? Illuminate the Dark, thank you for joining the show. Rooster Red, what up? Gregory, what's happening? JC, my man. Alright. We're current. What up, everybody? Alright, so they had court yesterday, right? That's not what I want. They had, how did that get back up? They had court yesterday, right? And, what up, Liberty Troll? And I don't know. I tuned into the gay mail chat room for a couple minutes, and I just couldn't. I actually couldn't listen to it. I heard Judy say something about a judge. I don't know if she was talking about a different judge watching videos, watching 50 videos, or watching some shit. I can't remember what nonsense she was talking about. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, she just made that shit up. Like, literally just made that shit up right there. So I turned it off. I couldn't listen to her. But I did talk to Mark the Shark after court yesterday. And it's just interesting how you get different perspectives talking to different people. And I came away, I don't want to talk too much about the conversation with the shark, but I came away just thinking about Rachel and how she is just wasting so much time. And it's worse because the time is somebody's life, right? She's destroying somebody's life, and she's not just destroying one person's life, she's dragging I don't want to bring Kat into this, but she's dragging Kat into court, and she's trying to make her life worse after the Walkers and Stacey Jane and Angela Martinez, is that I can't remember if that's the name of the judge or not, conspired to have her fired. So these people here, let's see what kind of people we're talking about since we got this webpage up. Because, we see a picture of reality, right? There's reality, and then there's empty platitudes, right? There's empty platitudes, and then there's actual actions. So over at the Pima County Attorney's Office, the People's Office, they're taking steps to go full communist. The People's Office. If you don't see the analog there, read some history. I encourage you to read some history. So, core values. Every government agency that serves the public should be guided by a set of principles that are easily explained and accessible. Below are the Pima County Attorney's Office. Okay. All right. Integrity. We are honest with the public and committed as officers of the court to the oath we took to the Constitution and the rules of ethics. Oh, that's uncomfortable. We are honest. So, does it take a lot of integrity to lie by the third word of your mission statement? I mean, maybe they lied by the first word, by implying that they value integrity, that they're guided by intent. These people, Rachel is guided by integrity, guys. That's why she came into court yesterday, and she only talked about what was on the petition, right? The Second Amendment petition that she brought into court. Yeah. This legal loser bullshit. She, no doubt she came into court and, talked about this all day, because this is what we're talking about, right? These are the violations. We went over every single one of them yesterday, guys. So integrity. We are honest with the public and committed as officers of the court to the oath we took to the Constitution and the rules of ethics. Okay. What is Rule 3.8 of, where is it? Stand by. So, I don't know. I'm pretty dumb. I'm a pretty stupid guy, but is this like ethics and stuff? I mean, they follow the Constitution too. We don't want to look past that. I mean, we know how high valued the Constitution is, but the Rule 3.8, special responsibilities of a prosecutor. The prosecutor, in a criminal case, shall refrain from prosecuting a charge that the prosecutor knows is not supported by probable cause. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go over that stuff, huh? We'll go over these crimes and stuff. All these crimes. Courage. We are fearless, empowered to step outside of our comfort zone, strong in vulnerability, and anchored by integrity. What the fuck does that even mean? That, you know what this makes me, you know what this reminds me of, guys? Yep.
A two-day-long competition of tests built to push athletes to their very limits. Joining me now is the current champion of the Strong Women competition, Strong Woman. Miss Woman, do you feel ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready, David. There are just so many amazing women athletes out here today. It makes me...
Athlete.
Well, what is an average trans athlete? Honestly, I find that kind of bigoted, David.
Okay. Heather Swanson is actually joining us now. Miss Swanson, how does it feel to be competing today?
I can't tell you how free I feel now that I've started identifying as a woman. Now that I can compete as female, I'm ready to smash the other girls.
And is it correct you just started identifying as female 2 weeks ago?
I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some fucking ass. Let me tell you something, Dingleberry.
David Perry.
I'm gonna roll up the other women here, and I'm gonna smoke them. I am the strongest woman this state has ever seen.
Any words for the challenger, Miss Woman?
Good luck, Heather.
Luck is for dudes.
So that's what we're talking about over here in Pima County. The fearless, empowered women of the People's Office. The people's strong in their vulnerability, but anchored by their integrity to the Constitution. Their integrity to the oath they swore to the Constitution. Can you believe this? We have a sincere regard for all workers. All workers? All workers of the world? Full communists is what these people are. We have a sincere regard for all the workers, all the plebeians, everyone who makes the office operations possible, and the people of Pima County, including those who are incarcerated and those who have suffered harm. What about those who are incarcerated and suffering harm at your hands for not having courage and not having any integrity? For those of you just joining us, yeah, Lane Myers is in jail with no bond. No bond. And right now there's a trial going on to decide whether or not he violated his probation, which he didn't. We went over every allegation in the petition, and there were no violations. But it doesn't even matter, because Rachel didn't even talk about the petition all day yesterday. She just talked about her legal loser bullshit, and she brings up these probation officers, and the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. And it's troubling because, if there was a judge of integrity, you would see, okay, yes, comrade dad, yes. If there was any integrity in the justice system, the judge would be the one that stamps the gavel down and says, okay, you people have gone too far. You've lost your way. You've lost your courage and your integrity. And my job is to reel you back in, because you've completely lost the plot. But the judge in this case is in on it. So it's just it's a troubling situation. So I guess Rachel can waste the entire day talking about nonsense, and as long as Lane Myers spends another day in jail, it's mission accomplished. Because I guess that's here, let's find out more about the goals over the guiding principles. Let's learn. I don't want to leave any out. They have empathy. We value all employees. Why do they put their employees in front of everything? They don't. It's the community first, right? Where do they derive their power from? It must be their employees. And everyone in the community, who they are. No one is disposable. We value everyone in the community for who they are. No one is disposable. Well, I don't know. I mean, words matter too, right? I'm not gonna pretend like words don't matter. Words are important, but your actions, they kind of have to back up your words, or you don't have integrity, right? Or you don't have, what was that first one? You don't have, there it was, integrity. You lack integrity because you are not honest. You are dishonest. You are dishonest. So it's troubling because you don't accept people for who they are. You want to change people. Rachel wants to change Lane Myers into somebody that doesn't hold the government accountable. Rachel, he's been clear. He's been crystal clear. You're not winning in the courtroom. You're not winning in the jail. You're not winning in the court of public opinion. You're a fucking loser. That's what's going on here. But I guess if you can just have a man in jail because he's completely disposable to you and the walkers, I guess that's okay, because of your empathy, right? Diversity. We're inclusive. Yes, we can tell how inclusive you are. And involve people from different social and ethnic backgrounds and beliefs. The office reflects the community it serves. Well, if this is true, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. So it must be a lie. right? I mean, it must be just like every other thing, an empty platitude that oh, look at us, we're fucking awesome. Look, we are all about the community trust. The PCAO is accessible and responsive. The disenfranchised are invited to talk to us about their ideas and concerns related to community safety. Really? Okay. What's your fucking number then? Let's see how, what the fuck did you just say? Let's see how accessible and responsive you are. Resources, I want a fucking number. Let's do the criminal division. Let's see if we can talk to Queen Cunt. There's no number. Must be because of their responsiveness. They want everybody to know how responsive they are. We'll call this fucking idiot Mosier.
Connect to 520-724-65.
Pima County Regional Wastewater. How can I help you?
Did you just say Pima County wastewater?
Regional Wastewater.
Yeah, no, you guys are much more valuable than the office I actually dialed. I was trying to get the Pima County Attorney's Office, but you guys actually serve the public.
Yeah, you've contacted the sewer, the wastewater department. I don't know their phone number for...
Well, here, let me just make sure. Maybe I'm dumb. Are you guys a 724-5600?
No, we're 6500.
6,500. All right. Well, it looks like I'm a moron. But hey, the people of Pima County and Tucson, they value you because you keep their water clean and safe. You're not like the Pima County Attorney's Office that weaponizes the legal system against innocent people and holds them in jail without bond. So I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
You too. Bye. My mistake.
Please press 1 to connect to 520.
Pima County Attorney's Office, how may I help you?
Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Rosa. How can I help you?
Hey, Rosa, I was trying to get Josh Mosier, but you might actually be better. I was reading about the core values and the guiding principles of your office, and it was saying that you guys are accessible and responsible. That was like the community trust portion. I don't know if Rachel's available, Rachel Stiles, if she isn't available. I'd like to discuss Lane Myers.
Okay. Were you a victim or a witness in any of the cases?
Oh, well, I'm certainly a witness. That's for sure. I mean, okay. we're all witnesses. You know what's going on, right?
I'm not too familiar. I'm sorry.
Are you new?
Yes.
Well, I hope that they don't do to you what they do to people. I have high hopes. What was your name again, Rosa?
Yes.
I have high hopes for you, Rosa, but that office is toxic, and it turns... Well, I don't know if they were otherwise good prior, but if they were otherwise good before, it turns them into evil wretches of society. But maybe Rachel's available?
I don't think so. I can double check. Give me one moment.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And then, I'm sorry, may I ask who's calling?
Oh, you could tell her Joshua Gray is calling.
Joshua, great. Okay. Give me one quick moment.
Yeah, just remind her that the community trust in the PCAO is accessible and responsive.
Okay.
Remind her about that, all right?
Okay, give me one.
Thanks, Rose. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Give me just a moment.
She's probably watching live. We know Matt is. The disenfranchised are invited to talk to us about their ideas and concerns related to community safety. All right. That's a cool story. Professional excellence. We are building a culture of pride in high quality work. Everyone in the office is a professional with a job worth doing well. I agree, it's a job worth doing well. But it's being stewarded by...
Thank you so much for holding. My apologies. I wasn't able to get a hold of her or anyone in her team. However, I can have you speak with our detective of the day if you'd like.
Is she like in court today or something?
That I know of, maybe. I'm sorry, it doesn't say on my end. There's only so much I can see.
Does it tell you about the like lane? She has to be doing. You know that she was in trial all day on the Lane Myers violation of probation.
I do know that she's the prosecutor on.
Yeah,
the
not
case.
yes. the murder charge that took all day. 9 to 5. Not the murder charge that ran 9 to 5 and is going to go 9 to 5 tomorrow as well. It's not the murder charge. It's the violation of probation for the guy that used his constitutional rights and redressed his government. They're trying to throw him in prison. You swore an oath, Rosa, right? Like when you what? No? You should go back through your HR like paperwork. You definitely swore an oath. Like I know that it's.
Do you want to speak with our detective?
Well, I do. I was talking to you though, Rosa. That doesn't sound
I can have you
very.
speak with him.
Doesn't sound very accessible and responsive.
Just doing the best I can. Give me one moment though.
I feel further disenfranchised, Rosa. See, it's already bleeding in. They're already getting to you. You can't even be like patient and respectful with somebody that's talking to you. See, she just put me on hold. I've gotten through to Matt Walker a couple times on the phone. I couldn't believe it. I think I was live when it happened too. This is the voicemail they send you to when you're exiled from this system.
Good day. This is Detective Martin Escobar with the Pima County Attorney's Office. If you care to leave a message with your name and phone number, I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Where's the beep, bro?
You may start your message now.
520-608-5600. I'm one of the community's disenfranchised, and I was just trying to have somebody be responsive to my concerns. Thank you. So, not even the lady at the front desk is building the community trust from what I could gather. I mean, was I mean or something? That's funny. I mean, I don't think I was mean. Oh, justice inclusive. What the hell? Inclusivity. Why can't I speak? Inclusivity. At least we're all here together for me to sound this out together. Inclusivity. Justice, inclusivity, and equity. We invest in all staff and attorneys. We value and respect each other's differences. We are committed to rooting out racial discrimination within the criminal justice system. Whatever. Whatever. Communication and transparency. We value authenticity and candor over harmony. We solicit feedback from employees when appropriate. We are direct and expect the same in return. No, you're not. Accountability and healing. PCAO is a safe place where employees can take ownership of their mistakes and move forward. That's all they do is make mistakes. What happened to Lane today? Nothing happened to Lane. He's sitting in the gulag. Preparing for Matt Walker on the witness stand. Apparently that's where the day ended. The day ended with Matt Walker on the stand being questioned by the legal genius Rachel Stiles. I think she'll finish up tomorrow morning, and then hopefully Resnick's gonna hit him with all his lies, because he's told plenty. He's told plenty of lies. All the guy does is lie. It must be one of the strong genes that carries through all the Walkers and whatever Shannon was before. All right. So this was all nonsense, as we can see. Let's see what. Did you guys see this? The Pima Post. I'm thankful that somebody is independent, unbought, and unafraid in Pima County. I do know that I can't remember his name now. Here, hold on for a second, and I can bring it up. I do know that Taylor Seeley was in the courtroom yesterday. He's a First Amendment reporter with the Arizona Republic. So where are they? They're here, hold on. They are a Z Central. Arizona Republic. So I don't know if he's All right, well, in any case, hopefully they'll publish something and that'll be that. But Matt can go to the corruptprosecutor.com and Matt can read about himself. Being a complete waste. Here's her. Here's your email if you want to give her a shout out.
So he's lying again. He's lying. He's lying. He just said I should be held in contempt for releasing a public record received under a public records request. He's lying. He's attempting to manipulate because I sound crazy and all that. He's trying to be the voice of reason. He's the voice of lies.
Number one,
He gets to tell you what you need to do.
I'm requesting to modify Mr. Myers' conditions released accordingly. Number two, Mr. Myers needs to be directed not to have any direct contact with judges, court staff, city prosecutor staff, or other city employees. If he wants to do something on the case, he can file a motion through the appropriate.
He just asked you, objection.
Echoing, you say? Is that what's the story is, everybody? I've noticed that OBS is not the most cooperative for me.
Objection, public officials. I can contact public officials at any time. Every person you just said is a public employee. You will not take away my rights. Every person he said, though, was public record, public official.
And these are people that Mr. Myers has been harassing and calling cunts, among other things, Your Honor.
Objection, irrelevant, man. What the fuck does that got to do with what I did on May 20th? Who I called a cunt? He's taint. That's irrelevant. You're allowing him to prejudice the jury, sir. You're supposed to be impartial. That means that if the jury was sitting here, you wouldn't allow him to say that I called a public employee a cunt. That has nothing to do with this case. So you have to act the same as if the jury.
I think I just had the mic on and it was playing back, so my bad.
He was sitting there, sir. That's how you have to be at all times, an impartial jury.
Let me ask you this question. How do I know what he's going to say to his test?
This is the difference. This is a judge that actually had some integrity, and this is Matt Walker. This is why Matt Walker's upset. He's going through this, I want the conditions modified. He goes through the conditions. He gets exposed by Lane. Nothing gets changed. Lane gets his he gets his witness list. He gets his his interview ordered. And what does Matt Walker get? Matt Walker gets humiliated publicly. This was Judge Riojas. He was the presiding judge at Tucson City Court, and then I can't remember why he left, but I think he came back as a temporary judge.
Who? Ahead of time.
How would I know ahead of time?
Ahead of time what he's going to say.
How would I know ahead of time he's going to say what he's going to say?
But now that he said it, why didn't you say that's irrelevant? Why didn't you say that has nothing to do with his guilt or innocence on May 20th?
It had
Then why the fuck? That's the third courtroom I've been in where he talked about me calling them cunts. Hey, cunt is free speech. Whatever. So,
But it's not polite speech.
I don't care if it's polite.
In this courtroom, you be acting.
I understand. Don't call nobody in here. But I'm saying, he's saying that in my communications with public officials, I've called them that, right? That word, right? That's my right. Okay? And it has nothing to do with whether I'm guilty or innocent with what happened at O'Reilly Auto Parts on May 20th. So why is he, do you understand? Why is he talking about it?
Quiet. Let him finish. Go on.
Your Honor, the court can impose modified conditions of release for the protection of anyone in the community, and of course have wide discretion to do that.
Okay, so Matt's saying that the court can, let's just listen to it again, impose, basically what he's saying is, if he said these words to Metcalf, Metcalf would do whatever he wanted. Metcalf would adjust the conditions of probation. He would adjust the conditions of release, just like they did, just like Rachel got done. Their game in the system. Matt's showing you exactly how he does it, and this judge is just like, no, we're not gonna violate this guy's rights. No, Matt, not today. Not today, Matt. This guy actually knows what he's talking about, so we're gonna get fucked if we try to get one over on this guy. And Matt's like, no, my fucking ego. We got to get him anyway. Fucking asshole.
It is not onerous to ask the community, and of course have wide decisions of release for the protection of anyone in the community, and of course have wide discretion to do that.
Protect anyone in the community. The courts have wide discretion to do that. Who needs protecting in the community, Matt? Who? Your feelings? Do your feelings need some protection, Matt? Is that what's going on? What is he talking about? What is this guy talking about? The judge isn't having it. So let's go judge shopping. And we'll find a judge that eats it up. These people have been in front of so many judges telling so many lies. It's fucking disgusting, these people. These people are disgusting. Disgusting. I can't emphasize enough how much these people disgust me.
It is not onerous to ask Mr. Myers not to call court staff when not public officials.
Take away my rights is onerous.
A cunt, number 3.
You're a cunt, bro. Your wife's a cunt.
Sir.
Your Honor, I'd ask Mr. Myers to be held in contempt.
Take away my rights is onerous.
A cunt, number 3.
You're a cunt, bro. Your wife's a cunt.
Sir.
Your Honor, I'd ask Mr. Myers to be held in contempt.
I'll pay the fine. You're a cunt. Your wife's a cunt. How much is the fine? Well, you think jail? So now you definitely are removed from the case because you just threatened me with jail, just like Cranshaw did. And look what happened when Cranshaw threatened to throw me in jail.
Number 3.
Put me in jail for saying it. I dare you.
So what happened to Cranshaw? Cranshaw recused himself. So all the skeptics that say that Lane Myers is an idiot and does everything wrong and blah 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 blah. What all the legal, because they love Rachel. They just love Rachel, right? All the legal loser bullshit.
They will respond to any substantive. Number 3.
Put me in jail for saying it. I dare you.
The state will respond to any
case because you just threatened me with jail, just like Cranshaw did. And look what happened when Cranshaw threatened to.
Cranshaw recused himself after he said it was a conflict of interest. After he had several hearings with the person with Mr. Myers, then it became a conflict. When Lane pointed out that Cranshaw was violating the court rules, then it became a conflict. It was a conflict of interest because I have to follow the rules if I cover this person, if I'm this person's judge. And Metcalf's like, whatever. Like, I don't have to. I'll do whatever. Don't have to worry about anybody's rights. I just got to worry about my paycheck. That's all I got to worry about.
throw me in jail.
Number 3,
Put me in jail for saying it. I dare you.
the state will respond to any substantive motion filed that is not stricken by the court.
How can my motion be suspended? Here's my motion. A permission to approach. Here's my motion. Permission to approach, sir.
Yeah, please finish your
Let him finish. If you have a sentence to say, please stop. Go on.
no contact with non-court prosecutor, people who are not related.
Okay, so this is the crux of it, right here. Let's hear what an actual judge thinks about the truth. All right, we're in front of an actual judge, and the truth's going to come out. Matt Walker's going to attempt to lie, right? Matt Walker's going to tell some lies because that's all he knows how to do, and he's used to doing it because he's used to getting away with it. What if there's no repercussions for lying? Why would you stop lying? Why would you stop teaching your class on how to lie to other judges and get one over on defendants? Because you have so much ethics and respect for the oath to the Constitution and ethics, right? This guy and his fucking ethics.
His wife's a public official. His wife is a public employee. Don't let him gaslight us.
Like the voicemail Mr. Myers left for my wife saying he
and I'm gonna keep sending her fucking emails and calling her because she's a public official.
And the email that he sent to me saying he was going to come pay my wife a visit and then come.
Now he's lying. Here, sir, I'm gonna show you permission to approach. I got the email right here. I said.
So he brings the email because he knows that slimy Matt Walker is going to tell lies and say, oh, he sent this email that said things it doesn't say, just like Rachel walks into court and says shit that isn't true because, hey, all we have to do is throw enough shit at the wall to get the guy a no bond hold. There was a police report in Phoenix, everybody. A police report in Phoenix. He was threatening people. He was threatening people. Well, we watched that video too. Yeah, he did threaten people. Threaten people with what? What did he threaten them with? Legal action. Lawsuits. That's what he threatens people with. You morons. And then on top of it, it wasn't even the truth. There's no police report out of Phoenix. So what the fuck? They can just lie. They just lie. Everybody lies and lies and lies. And you know what? It's because they have so much integrity. That's it. That's it. They're fucking guys, you just don't understand. They're committed to the oath they took to the Constitution. They're committed. You're fucking dumb. You idiots. I'm having a spiritual awakening right now. You guys are fucking morons. You're dumb. You don't even know what the Constitution is. You don't have any rights. It's the court constitution and the victim bill of rights or whatever. We are honest with the public. I can't believe they lead off with that. Lack integrity. They lie to the public. They couldn't be any less committed to the oath they swore to the Constitution. Thanks for your empty platitudes. Oh, they were so great.
I'm going to go knock on his neighbor's doors and ask him if they want to vote for Trump. That's what I said. So he's twisting the narrative. He's a squeamy little bitch. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, dude, you're letting this fucking prosecutor embarrass the entire profession. You and this prosecutor are embarrassing the entire legal profession right now. Unless you're about to dismiss this for all his fucking games. He can't make a serious argument. Oh, the police said this is what happened, nothing. It's, oh, he called him a cunt. Oh, he emailed my wife who's a public official. Oh, he said he's...
And it's the same shit today. It's the same shit today. Oh, they sent some emails. Somebody sent some emails. Oh, I can't just ignore some shit. I can't just ignore it because I'm so sensitive and I am a public servant, but I'm sensitive too. You shouldn't be able to criticize me. I'm sensitive. You shouldn't be able to criticize me, guys.
Gonna come put a billboard sign for Trump next to my neighbor. I didn't say I'm coming to his house. I said I'm gonna go to his neighbor's house. It's fucking public record. He's a public official. It's public record. You can type Matt Walker in Google. You'll know exactly where he lives. He's a public official. He has a less expectation of privacy than a private citizen. I've checked all the laws for residential picketing. I'm not breaking the law, so why is he bringing it up? I'm hurting his feelings. Fuck his wife. She's a cunt. She's a public official. Whatever. I can talk to public officials. As long as I don't threaten them, I can go. I went and stood in front of Laura Conover's house. She didn't.
Did Lane Myers threaten anybody ever? Anybody? Did Lane Myers threaten anybody?
Picketing. I'm not breaking the law, so why is he bringing it up? I'm hurting his feelings. Fuck his wife. She's a cunt. She's a public official. I'm breaking the law, so why is he bringing it up? I'm hurting his feelings. Fuck his wife. She's a cunt. She's a...
That's the clip, guys. That's the clip that sums it all up.
Expectation of privacy than a private citizen. I've checked all the laws for residential picketing. I'm not breaking the law, so why is he bringing it up? I'm hurting his feelings. Fuck his wife. She's a cunt. She's a public official. Whatever. I can talk to public officials. As long as I don't threaten them, I can go. I went and stood in front of Laura Conover's house. She didn't tell the fucking judge, oh, he came in front of my house. He called me a cunt. I call Laura Conover a cunt every day.
Let me ask you a question. How is it that Laura Conover any less relevant, any more relevant?
No, I'm saying as an example of standing in...
Once again, you're delving into...
Oh, that's because they sent the case from here. What are you talking... Time out, sir. You don't know what's going on here? I had 2 cases here.
There's 2 here and there's 1 in Justice Court.
Yeah, because Crenshaw declared a conflict of interest after we set trial. So what I'm saying is in that case that got transferred, it's now over there, right? Laura Conover's department, you know what I'm saying? They're not complaining about me going and everything I've said to him.
Not yet.
Okay, so then neither is what he's saying. Now I know ain't no mate. Why can't you just stand on business, bro? You've been here 20-some years, dude. I know we both know whose interests you're protecting, but I'm not accusing you of impropriety yet. But if you just told me I would go to jail for saying protected speech, yeah, you could say it. But you actually have to have a trial for contempt. And you can't issue contempt in the same hearing that the contempt takes. So, like, you just literally threatened to put me in jail, knowing that you can't even do nothing about my contempt. You have to issue an order to show cause for contempt. So how the fuck are you going to put me, you know what I'm saying? So you just attempted to manipulate your power against me by saying, I'll lock you up. You can't, you can show it, or now you can issue an order to show cause, sure, and then we can have a hearing about my contempt, and then if I'm found to be in contempt, if it's criminal contempt, and you want to try fine over $300.
Yeah, it really sounds like he's unfamiliar with the rules. Really sounds like he's unfamiliar with the court rules, and that it's Matt that is showing integrity in class in the courtroom. Okay, Lane's loud, he swears a lot, but guess what? He's right also. He's right, and the judge is going to prove that he's right in a second by shutting the fuck up. You can feel the silence after Lane makes the statement that, guess what, pal? Guess what, Matt? Guess what, Riojas? I know the rules inside and outside better than you. You're not going to fuck me. And Matt's like, well, fucking's a long road. So, we'll see about that.
Criminal contempt doesn't carry jail. It's a civil infraction. It's not a crime. You can't be taken to jail for contempt. You can be detained while a show cause order is issued. You are not going to weaponize the court either, sir. He's not going to, and you're not going to.
Okay. Any further, Mr. Walker?
Sure, Your Honor. These conditions that the state is requesting have absolutely no bearing on Mr. Meyer's ability to defend the case. They have no bearing on his ability to do anything. The state would like nothing more than to simply proceed with this case without Mr.
Then why don't they give me the fucking witness list? It's 105 days. They want to proceed with the case? Give me the fucking witness list. Give me the arresting officer. You can't proceed with the case? They're sitting here saying, oh, he put the videos up. You heard our feelings. You said you were going to protest in front of my house. My legal right. You're going to exercise your legal rights while we violate your rights and hold the witness list and hold all this. He wants to modify the conditions so I can't contact public officials. Oh, he's got the public records up.
What's going on, Matt? Like, where you at? Where's all this stuff? You can't play fair? You got to play dirty? And then you got to get dirtier once you get exposed? You're such a slimy fucking dirtbag, bro. You're the slimiest of the slimy.
On there, but he hasn't turned over anything. Every single fucking piece of disclosure under Rule 15 that I'm required to give, I've given. They've given none. None. None.
You can file a motion.
I did file fucking 10 motions and she lost her shit just like you're doing it, bro. I'm telling you, I can see.
Made all disclosure available. So, the
Next time, objection. You made your witness list.
Mr. Myers, sit down.
Tell him to
Sit down. You'll have a chance to
Tell him to state for the record.
You'll have a chance to respond when
Where's
he's
the
done.
witness list?
You'll have a chance to respond when
If
he's
he's
done.
made the witness,
Sir, you'll have a chance to respond when he's done. Okay? I'm not preventing you to speak. Just have kind of be orderly here. Okay.
As far as the interviews of the officers, Your Honor, the state was prepared to set those. Tell Mr. Myers' conduct made that impractical. The state thinks that what would probably be best is if we simply have an evidentiary hearing where we can do this under oath in a court. Mr. Myers can essentially take their testimony. It'll be sworn testimony, which is probably more effective anyway than simply attempting to facilitate an interview. So we can set an evidentiary hearing for some point in the near future.
we got 50 days till
We can
or
set a trial.
180.
But the state is requesting that Mr. Myers' release conditions be modified.
Well, in terms of him contacting, you can't contact the victim.
All right, well, let's see if the conditions get modified. This is he emailed the actual prosecutor's wife in the case that's going on right now, not some tangential prosecutor over here like they're trying to say, oh, Matt's a victim too. Shannon and Matt are both victims. If it wasn't a crime on the day that this happened, then it didn't become a crime ever. Because it's not a crime, obviously. He checked the law and he followed the law. And everybody's freaking the fuck out because he did that. Okay, well, justice is a long road, Matt. And I guess that's the way you want it to go. The long way. But the long way is long, Matt. And it's public. And there's so many more videos the long way. There's so many more. I mean, there's a lifetime of them. Because I can't even imagine the stupid shit that you said yesterday compared to the stupid shit that you're going to say tomorrow that we're going to be able to have for posterity and clown you on, because you're supposed to be a prosecutor above this, Matt. You're supposed to be above this, but you're a sniveling little bitch, just like your wife. You're we'll call her the roadkill cat that you just threw under the bus and you drove right over because you thought it would be quick and serve your purposes, but actually it turns out that you're on the long road now. And the long road, it can really suck because, like I said, it's long, Matt.
And I have it.
Actually, he has, Your Honor, but that's fine.
Put it on the record. Tell him how I could have contacted the victim. Put it on the record. No, you can't just say that I've contacted the victim and not explore it further. You can't allow me to contact the victim either. So if he just said I contacted the victim, put it on the record. I know I can't contact the victim. He just accused me of contacting the victim, so put it on the record. He just said it, sir. The whole world can hear him say, actually, he did contact the victim. So now he needs to articulate how I contacted the victim for the record so that the only thing that's not on the record is, actually, he did, sir. He needs to articulate his position like a lawyer. He just accused me of contacting the victim, sir. That's a violation, right? If I contact the victim, that'd be a problem, wouldn't it?
If he decides to charge you for that.
If who decides to charge me? He doesn't get to decide shit about contacting the victim. He's asking you about me contacting the victim.
I was asking me to tell you not to contact.
No, he's saying that actually I already did. He just accused me of contacting the victim. to twist the narrative. I haven't contacted the narrative, and if he's going to put on the record in your court that I contacted the narrative, I'm demanding he articulate when and where I contacted the victim for future reference on the record. Just like an evidentiary hearing, all that shit. I have the right. You have just like he's asking you to. You need to order him to articulate how I contacted the victim if he's going to make those allegations into this microphone.
You can request to make it, but I don't have to follow your request.
You're saying I can request that you make him articulate it, and you're saying that's something we decide. That's like an objection in the moment or something. All right. Well. Hey. So objection on the record.
So I'll be recorded. It's on the record.
Oh, it's being broadcast live.
That's fine. Okay. So you're suggesting an evidentiary hearing as opposed to
witnessing.
Riojas just said that was fine, just so you know, because he knows that he must know the rules. I mean, he wrote the court order for that the Tucson City Court house, so I think he actually wrote the memo that governed the common area recording. I could be wrong about that. But in either case, he read the same rule that Lane read about broadcasting, Rule 122H of the Arizona Supreme Court rules. Riojas has some fine respect for him. And then what does Metcalf think about them? He's not a fan of following the court rules. He thinks that he has the autonomy and discretion to decide when and what gets recorded and when and what is public, for transparency.
Okay, so you're suggesting an evidentiary hearing
As opposed to witness interviews.
Take up the court's time. Take up the court's time, because grown-ass men can't have an interview. You fucking arrested me and held me back in the cop car for an hour and a half and said a jury's just 12 people too dumb to get out of jury duty. Don't give me this he's scared shit. I'll go to the police station. Put 50 fucking cops in a room, and I'll go interview this cop in a room.
Sir.
It's bullshit. Why are we at Dale 105?
Let me ask you, Mr. Myers. You object an evidentiary hearing as opposed to an interview?
Oh, we're going to have that too, though. So then I get you're not going to deny me due process. I get the pretrial. Okay, the only reason I haven't filed the suppress to get the thing, because I'm trying to get my civil lawsuit. I need that deposition because I'm going to be suing him after. And right now, I can use the power of the criminal court. So I let him accuse me. Now I have power if the judge doesn't go off script and go off the law. So what I'm saying is I have the right to a pretrial interview. Okay, I take that interview. Then we have an evidentiary hearing. We come to that evidentiary hearing under oath, and then I can ask him questions I already asked him in the pretrial interview, and then ask him it again, and if he changes his story, I can say, I want to perjure the witness, I want to show you this, where in the pretrial interview he said this, and then once he knew all my questions I was going to ask him at the hearing under oath, he changed his answer, okay, because the pretrial, I do this for a living, I have lawsuits in multiple states, you can watch I know you can't, but I have a whole YouTube channel deposing cops. This cop will be deposed by me in a pretrial interview before a hearing. This is my right. I am accused of a crime. I get the full remedy available at my defense. Everything authorized under the Arizona rules of criminal procedure, I'm allowed to enact. I've asked for the cop's interview many times. There's no reason that an armed police officer who claimed to her that he can beat up 46 people and he only came there to beat me up and leave. The arresting officer said to his body cam, to her, he only came there, I was coming here to beat him up and leave. He literally says that, dude. And then he says, well, you're right. The judge is probably going to throw this out, but I get to fuck with you tonight. And then I said, well, I'm just going to show the jury the body cam. And he said, no, you're not, because the jury's just 12 people too dumb to get out of jury duty.
Okay, Your Honor, can we move on?
No, we can't.
Okay, can we move on, please, Your Honor? Thank you. Okay.
Why does he want to move on?
There's no chance that an interview is going to be productive with Mr. Myers.
No chance.
Police officers.
No chance.
I think it's better to just do an evidentiary.
He thinks that my rights should be violated. I should take away my right of free speech.
Can you please exercise some control here and have please stop?
Can you exercise some control and stop lying?
Mr. Myers, sit down.
This judge is doing a great job of handling this. You're the one that's standing here lying and inflaming the situation with every lie.
Mr. Myers?
Every time he lies, I get mad, right? It's pretty obvious. Every time he lies, I get mad. Every time he doesn't lie, I don't get mad. I got it. I'm in control. Oh, trust me, I'm controlling myself. You know what I'm saying?
If the court wants to order a deposition of the officers under Rule 15.3, that's within the court's prerogative. I think an evidentiary hearing would be best.
Well, I already filed the motion for that, but they won't rule on my motion to produce the officer. I filed it months ago. Okay, I'm following the procedures. I filed the Rule 15 motion because I tried for weeks and months to get the interview. Then I filed the motion to compel the interview. And this man hasn't responded to one of my filings in months. Months. How can we litigate? If I was a defense attorney, the state wouldn't ignore him. The state wouldn't. It's because it's me, and they know what's going to happen. Why? If the interview's so bad, it's going to make me look bad, right? So if giving me a pretrial interview is unproductive, well, the state should want that then, because we're going to have the interview, and it's going to make me look bad. So if I'm the problem with the interview, then let's schedule the interview. And if I go off, if I'm disorderly or you know what I mean? If I violate any rules during the interview, or you get what I'm saying? They just end the interview. The person being interviewed has the right to end the interview if you're not following the rules of the pretrial interviews. So why am I not given a chance to get a pretrial interview, follow the rules of pretrial interview, and then you can decide? You're prejudging me. That's the definition of prejudice. This is a tactical advantage. They don't want me to interview the cop because I'm going to get to prepare for trial. And then when I got him under oath at trial, I'm going to get to hit him with all his lies. And then I'm going to perjure him. But instead, they want to hide the cop
This
till
is
trial.
not live, no.
You've been here 25 years. They want to hide the cop at trial. I smell shit, right? I smell poop. You've been here, bro. You know how the game works.
Okay. I'll go ahead and order a deposition.
Thank you.
When would we need a deadline? I'll say deposition.
Thank you, sir.
So wait, I'm confused. Did Matt just get a W? Did Matt just fucking get a dub there? Is that what happened? Did Matt get a W? No, Matt didn't get a fucking W. He got a big fat fucking L. He got two of them right in his face. Two big fat fucking L's right in his face. But Lane's the crazy guy, right? It's not the corrupt prosecutor that doesn't follow the court rules and does whatever the fuck he wants and teaches classes on how to violate defendants' rights. Okay, that's a cool
In person
story.
or what? I want to
Joe?
do it at the police station, in person. They can have 10 cops sitting there. He could come there, and I'm recording it because it's my right, and I'm going to provide him a copy if he doesn't come. I know the problem I'm acting like this is because this started out with me. Sir, do you get what I'm saying? I've already filed everything I'm required to file. We could have trial today, and I've made all my Rule 15 disclosures available. Supplemental disclosure, initial disclosure, witness list, evidence, like electronic evidence. They have a Google Drive with all my evidence, and I have nothing of theirs.
What conditions is the court attaching to the interview? Or the deposition?
Conditions?
What?
Here we go. Matt wants some special conditions for the deposition that the judge just ordered. Let's see if Matt gets another W.
Conditions do you think are? I'll ask you first, and then I'll ask you. Okay. What conditions?
Again, Your Honor, I don't think abusive, profane language, I don't think being able to go in there and accuse the officers of sexual conduct with people on the case is going to be an appropriate topic for a deposition. So what conditions is the court attaching?
It's too hard for me to predict.
Thank you, sir.
I can't, at this point in time.
It's up to me if I...
Until it does something.
It's kind of like pornography. You know it when you see it. You know what I mean?
So what I'm going to order is that a deposition...
That's an L. That's an L for Matt.
11? Does that work?
Sure.
We only have till November 14th to do trial. So, I mean, you're going to give me a deposition. That's supposed to be enough time for me to prepare my thing. We're going to have an evidentiary hearing. We're going to have a motion, unless we have the motion to dismiss and the evidentiary hearing all in one. And then they still have to give me 20 days ahead. How are we? Okay, so hear me out. You just ordered a deposition of the arresting officer. I still don't have the witness list. How are we going to have an evidentiary hearing or whatever when I can't even prepare for it? I don't even know who to call the evidentiary hearing.
Are there any witnesses other than those disclosed in the police reports?
No. The state has disclosed all witnesses, all police reports.
He has not given me,
So he
sir.
just
I'm going to show you what
He just lies. Oh, I've disclosed everything because their names are in the police report. Matt just lies and lies. Excuse me. Sorry about that. He just lies and lies and lies and lies. And lies. All he does is lie.
Connect to
Too much.
520724.
What's up, probation?
Hi, is Wayne Kelty available? Or is it Catali? Catali? Yeah, it must be Catali. Or Ketali.
He's out of our South office. I can go ahead and transfer you to his line.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Your call is being forwarded to a MyTel voicemail system.
Wayne Kateri.
Is not available. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound.
One to connect to 520724.
You have reached the Adult Probation Department of the Superior Court in Pima County South Office. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please stay on the line and your call will be answered in the order in which it was received.
Usted ha llamado al Departamento de Libertad Condicional de la Corte Superior del Condado de Pima, Oficina del Sur. Nuestras horas son de lunes a viernes de 8 a.m. a 5 p.m. Por favor, espera en línea y su llamada será atendida en el orden en que fue recibida.
Adult Probation, how can I help you?
Hi, is Wayne in the office?
I could transfer you. One moment, please.
Thanks.
Your call is being forwarded to a MyTel voicemail system.
Wayne Kateri.
Is not available. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hey, Wayne, 620-608-5600. Again, it's 520-608-5600. Give me a call back. Because, I mean, it doesn't seem like he was given a real shot at probation. You know what I mean? In my mind. Our mission is to serve the court, to actively promote community safety, to facilitate positive behavioral change in probationers, and to respect victim rights. In performing our mission, we recognize that employees are our most valuable. I got to turn my ringer on in case I get a call back. Hold on. We recognize that employees are our most valuable resource, and we hold these essential core values. Oh, they got the same ones: integrity, fairness, respect, compassion, accountability, creativity, and excellence. That's what's up. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm a skeptic. Count me as a skeptic. I don't think anybody's going to call me back. So Matt lost that day. I'm more interested in being able to hit him with his lies, though.
Those are the things we filed today. I have the recording ready. Are you ready?
You have the discovery that I asked for.
Are you ready to do the Rule 15 with Mr. Walker? Because that's what we're ready to start on.
Well, I was just wondering if you had that.
You only have an hour with him. That's what I'm saying. If you want to get your questions out, now's the time.
When do we start the questions?
So usually you give an introduction because I have the recorder going. So you give an introduction.
Or something.
So today's June 4th, 2025. It is 3:01 in the afternoon. We're at the Superior Courthouse. I'm Rachel Stiles. Say your name.
The what?
Say your name.
Oh, my name is Lane Myers.
And then this is Mr. Myers' interview with Matthew Walker. Could you state your name?
I'm Matthew Walker.
So now that's on the recording. So if you want to go ahead and...
And then what, that'll get transcribed or something?
Yes, well yes, you can request that it be transcribed. But that's why we're recording it. So you have that. So everybody just needs to speak up so it captures that.
So I'll get a copy of the audio?
So, well, it'll be made available the way we can, but then it'll get transcribed. So if you're, wanting a transcript, we get a transcript.
Okay. So now I start asking questions? Or?
Yes, and there's two case numbers to CR 2025-1060 and 2025-1454. So this is your time. You can ask him the questions about the case. If you're going outside of the case, we may... I may direct him not to...
You're not allowed to say nothing. So you
I actually can. So
no, you can't. You're not his attorney.
I'm not his attorney, but
You don't get to interfere.
There are... Mr. Myers, if you start...
You do not get to interfere. I get to ask the
You
questions.
don't get to just
This
ask him anything you want.
Not anything.
Yes, you get to ask him questions. I'm not going to interfere if you're asking him questions regarding this case. So...
You're already stalling.
I'm giving the introduction for the recording.
You don't get to put the parameters of what I can and can't ask.
Well, there's legal parameters, so you have to follow them just like you're an attorney.
Why are you wasting my time?
So, and then
it's not the same as if you're in court.
Become aggressive and you're not respectful, we will just walk out.
It's not the same as if you're at trial because this is a discovery interview where I can go.
I'm advising you what it is. If you want to waste your time discussing it, you can start interviewing.
So you're saying that the same rules apply as trial?
These are the parameters of a Rule 15. If you'd like to start asking him questions now, go ahead.
Okay, so how long have you been a prosecutor?
I've been a prosecutor since March 2017. I also spent a year clerking for the Clark County District Attorney in Las Vegas, Nevada, but I was not technically a prosecutor.
How long have you been a member of the bar?
I've been a member of the Nevada bar since 2013. I've been a member of the Arizona bar since 2015.
What's Rule 3.8 of the Rules of Procedure?
Of the Rules of Procedure?
Professional conduct, excuse me.
I believe that pertains to the special responsibilities of the prosecutor.
What's number 1?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
So you're a prosecutor and you don't know the rules of conduct?
Couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Did you take an oath to follow them?
I presume that I did.
Do you have a loyalty oath for the state of Arizona under 38-231?
I couldn't tell you.
You don't know if you swore an oath or not and signed it?
I do not know that information off the top of my head.
Is that the game we're going to play?
You're asking your questions, he's answering.
You don't know if you took an oath? I have a copy of it.
Okay, that's fine. Then you have a copy and you know the answer to the question.
So you don't even know if you signed it. Is it a falsified signature? Is it forgery?
Do you want him to look at something that you have?
I'm happy to look at it.
So you don't know if you signed an oath?
I am
smug prick.
I don't know off the top of my head.
That's scary. That you would just start this up by lying. All right, so does Shannon Walker have a loyalty oath?
You need to ask him about the things that he knows that he has personal knowledge.
He's a witness.
Well,
You're
that
already
doesn't-
doing this, Rachel.
He's
a witness.
answering the questions about him. Shannon is the one you would ask questions about with Shannon, but when she's on the stand, but you can't. He is not the
I'm
one.
asking him if he has knowledge of Shannon Walker having a loyalty oath.
Okay. Then you ask him if he has knowledge of it.
That's what I just did, and you interfered.
No, you ask him, does she? Just ask him, do you have information whether Shannon
No,
Walker,
I'm asking.
your wife, has signed a loyalty oath?
Yes, we came to sort of become refamiliarized with that recently when people started making public records requests for her loyalty oath.
So you're aware that she has a loyalty oath?
I'm aware that there is something like that, yes.
And you didn't sign this. You didn't sign the same exact thing.
I have already answered that question. I couldn't tell you.
So we'll put that up on YouTube to remind you.
That how things gonna go?
Public information, public employees. All right.
Mr. Myers, are you trying to are you trying to threaten him, the witness, with that if he doesn't do a certain thing that you're going to then
I'm
put
saying
him on social media?
He's just said public records request.
So
are you interfering again?
why are you bringing up YouTube and him putting
Because
that
we're going to
stuff
put
on-
his loyalty oath on YouTube. That's legal. It's a public record. He just said it. We just got a public. He's aware of Shannon's
Mr.
loyalty
Myers,
oath.
I would suggest that you ask the questions you need to ask, or we are going to leave this interview because
You're
you are now.
interfering.
You're telling him if he doesn't do a certain
I didn't
thing
tell
you
him
want him
if
to
he,
do.
we got
you're gonna
4
put it
witnesses here, and that's not what I did. I did not say that. I said it's a public record. We can put it on YouTube to remind him the oath he signed with his signature.
on. Well, I will file a motion with the court. Continue.
Motion to court with what?
Continue.
You're a trip. What is Article 2, Section 5 of the Arizona Constitution?
Couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
What is Article 2, Section 6?
Couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
What is Article 2, Section 13?
Couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
What is the First Amendment of the United States Constitution?
I believe that protects the right to free speech, the right to freedom of assembly, the right to freedom of religion, to petition, and there's one more. Oh, the press, of course.
Let me make sure you do that. Okay, so where'd it go? So you're aware, you do have knowledge of Shannon's loyalty oath now. Okay.
Yeah, we came to be refamiliarized with that recently after people started making public records requests for it.
But you weren't aware of it before that?
I had no knowledge of that, no.
You had no knowledge that she had that oath prior to those records requests?
That's correct, I had no knowledge of that.
How long have you been married?
I've been married for,
To Shannon, I'm saying.
say, 2 decades.
20 years?
Sure.
Does she talk about when her and I dated before that?
I'm going to direct you to not answer that question.
So, what,
It's fine, Rachel. Obviously, we all know that you and her didn't date. And we know that police officer made a mistake in the report. We all know that.
So it was a mistake?
That police officer made a mistake in the report, absolutely.
Okay. I wonder why it hasn't been corrected yet. So I need to give him this copy of this right here. Did you type that?
Yes, I did.
Is that an ethical violation?
I don't believe so.
Would you call this a rough draft of an indictment?
No, I would not.
What would you call this?
I would call this an outline of all of the many acts of harassment and crimes that you committed against my wife between, as the date of this, September 21st and October 21st.
September 21st and October 21st.
Excuse me, September 12th. That was my mistake. September 12th and October 21st, 2024.
So everything on here is a crime?
I think that the vast majority of what's on here is probably a crime, but I didn't make that choice.
And what are you basing that on?
I'm basing it off of my knowledge of your actions, as well as the Arizona Revised Statutes, many of which are on page 4 of this document.
Okay, let's see, page 4. You're talking about this we believe thing?
Yeah, the Arizona Revised Statutes.
Who's we?
We, that would be myself and my wife, Shannon Walker.
So you guys typed this up together?
We worked on it together. I typed it.
Is this one of those special projects between the city and the law school?
No, this was a personal one that arose after you started committing acts of harassment against her.
So let's go over this. Let's see. Where was the one I wanted to look at? So let's go to one. Let's use October 11th, for example. What crime was committed there?
Well, at the time, it says Myers calls Shannon from 520-771-2021 at 4:25 p.m. He does not leave a voicemail. Could arguably be an act of harassment.
Making a phone call?
Potentially after you'd already called and said that you were going to come pay her a visit and talk to her about me being a crooked-ass prosecutor. Sure,
Do you believe you're a crooked-ass prosecutor?
I do not.
So you don't know what Rule 3.81 is?
As I already answered previously, I do not have all of the rules memorized off.
You don't have the rule that
So I'm trying to answer your question, and I'm going to finish my answer.
Damn, bro.
Okay. So as I answered previously...
Can't wait to put you under oath in front of the jury.
He is trying to answer the question. Please just let him finish his answer.
So as I
He's
answered...
grandstanding. It's my turn. Next question.
No, I'm going to finish my answer to your question.
Next question.
As I answered previously, I do not have all the rules memorized off of the top of my head.
So you don't have knowledge that you can't prosecute without probable cause?
Oh, I absolutely am aware that you cannot prosecute without probable cause.
Okay, so... What's the probable cause for my booing case?
That I'm going to direct him not to answer that. That is not related to this case.
It's
it is
right
not
here. It's
relevant
listed right
to
here.
it. The factors of why they're prosecuting you in that case do not matter.
So this is just going to be a dog and pony show today.
Well, you're trying to bring in matters. Now you can...
He's saying that it says right here, assigned prosecutor in this case number of the booing case is the first thing on this list that he said was an alleged criminal act. He put it on here right here, and we're talking about it.
Yeah, that's not part of your charges in your case.
It clearly is. This came from the discovery packet.
Yeah, but whether
Rachel,
they
you're
did
wasting
or
our
didn't
time.
have
You're
it.
interfering, and you know it.
Well, I'm directing him not to ask if you want to.
You wouldn't
get
be doing
into
this
that.
if Resnick was sitting here.
I absolutely would be.
All right.
So.
Okay. Cool. So, all right. So,
continue.
is there any videos about you on YouTube?
Probably.
Probably. What do you mean? It says right here on this thing you typed. Matt Walker, Tucson City Prosecutor.
Sure. So I typed this document quite a while ago. There are videos of me on YouTube. Absolutely.
From me, I mean.
I think so. Absolutely. Yeah.
You're not aware?
Unless they've been taken down.
They'll never be taken down. Are you aware of a video that you wrote in this paper right here? You just confirmed that you typed this document. So can we reiterate that you're aware of the video titled Nuclear Option Matt Walker?
Yes, I'm absolutely aware of that video.
Why haven't you pressed charges for harassment?
I was prosecuting you, and most of our interactions were within the realm of...
I'm talking about the video. You can't talk about the prosecution. She just said that. We can't talk about the times when you were the prosecutor.
Well, you asked why I didn't press charges for harassment.
Yeah, why haven't you pressed charges for harassment for the video that's on the website?
So I'm trying to answer your question.
Okay.
So when I was prosecuting you and we were having that sort of interaction, I did not necessarily know that that was something that I could or would do. Which is attempt to prosecute you for harassment because you and I actually had a professional interaction.
You mean like because of the case?
Right, because of the case that we were still involved with.
But the video's up now.
Correct.
And I've put up several videos with your contact information. Why haven't you pressed charges?
Sure, I have chosen not to file any kind of police report since any of these have been posted.
And what is that based on?
Based on the decision that I made.
Okay, so you're using your wife as a sacrificial lamb?
I want to be clear that an individual does not press charges against anybody
Rachel,
else. It's
let
the
me
state
ask
of
questions.
Arizona.
I'm aware. Let me ask the questions.
You're asking something that's not a legal thing, so I'm clarifying.
I don't need you to clarify anything. I need you to sit there and be quiet and let me talk and let me ask questions.
Well, I'm here too.
You're not here to interrupt waste my time. That's all you're doing is wasting time. So you chose not to. Is that because you're a public employee?
No.
So do you believe you could press charges if you wanted to?
I certainly believe I could file a police report against you for a number of these things at this point.
So what do we got to do to make you do that?
Well, I don't know.
Where's the line between filing one and not filing one?
I don't know.
Well, we'd like to know because we don't want to cross it. We don't want you to press charges. So Where's the line? Are you basing that on a legal standard or just a personal standard?
So, Mr. Myers, how is this related to the charges you are currently facing?
Right here.
Because you're now asking about potential
Because I'm charged with
future
I'm charged with this video right here. I'm charged for the he said these are criminal acts, and I'm charged for this video.
Yes,
I'm asking,
but you're asking questions about what you could
Rachel,
do to
you
avoid
are
further criminal
embarrassing
prosecution.
yourself. Will you let me ask questions?
Ask questions about this case, not
I
about
am. It's
potential
literally one of the
future.
charges in the indictment.
You're asking about potential future charges. Keep it to what's currently here.
I'm asking him why hasn't he pressed charges for this video that's listed in the indictment?
It's not relevant to the legal issue. Continue.
Of course it is. He's a witness, and the video's about him.
This trial is not about him. He's not the victim in the case.
I thought he was.
He is not the listed victim for any of these charges.
Oh, I thought he designated himself a victim.
He is not a victim. That's why he is here being interviewed.
Oh, he wasn't a victim. Okay, I was mistaken.
He is not.
What are they talking about? He's not the victim. The judge thinks he's the victim. Lets him speak as the victim. And I guess he's also going to be the witness too. This guy is too much.
Not a listed victim in these charges.
I was told he was by Parvin, sorry. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Were you standing next to Shannon Walker during the injunction hearing on 10-9 in front of Dawn Weiland?
And what case number is that?
C-2024-6055.
No, I was seated several rows behind in one of the benches.
During Dawn Weiland hearing, the first hearing, the injunction that she dismissed?
Right, the injunction that Shannon dismissed before it was ever served on you, correct. I was seated a couple rows behind her.
So how come you can hear you on the video, the recording?
I have no idea.
You don't know, let me ask you this, did you speak during that hearing?
I said something near the end.
Is that a violation of your ethics?
I don't believe so.
Were you the attorney of record?
No, I was not.
Why were you talking from the gallery to the court?
Because I wanted to remind my wife to ask something.
In your time as a prosecutor, have you ever seen a defendant be able to look back into the gallery and get legal advice? That's against the ethics, right? That's against courtroom rules, right?
I don't think so.
You don't. So you believe that a person can be sitting at the table and get legal advice from somebody in the gallery?
I have certainly seen that happen many times, particularly in Tucson City Court.
I've only seen it with you. So what rule allows that?
I'm not sure that there needs to be a rule that allows it.
So it's your testimony that you believe that it's okay for you as a licensed attorney who's not the attorney of record, who has not entered an appearance, to give legal advice from the gallery?
I believe it's okay for me as a husband when I'm supporting my wife.
That's not what I asked you. You're not answering the question. I asked you as an attorney, a bar member.
He's answered your question the way he's answering it. So
but he changed the perspective of the answer. You're a nasty person. You're interfering with this interview.
He's answering your questions.
No, he's not answering it. He's deflecting.
You're not cross-examining him at this time.
I asked him if, as a member of the bar, that's ethical. And he said, as a husband. I said, as a member of the bar, as an attorney and on the record.
Was he acting as an attorney at that hearing?
Yes, because he just said he gave her legal advice.
Were you her attorney?
No, I was not.
Okay.
But he just said he gave her legal advice.
I said I wanted to remind her to ask a question.
So that's giving her legal advice.
No, he wasn't acting as her attorney. So
he was acting as her attorney, but he wasn't her attorney of record.
Why is she talking?
He was
just because
reminding so during trial I'm going to be able to talk to people in the gallery.
So this is not trial. This was not a criminal
During a court hearing, am I going to be allowed to talk to people in the gallery?
This was not a criminal
So am I allowed to talk to people in the gallery?
All right, we're going to move on.
Right?
I'm not here to testify for anything. I'm here for security. That's all I'm here for.
So am I allowed to, because you just heard him say that it's okay, so now at my next hearing I'm going to be talking to my wife in the gallery getting legal advice. Remember that. You heard it. Were you standing next to her on 10-10 when she dismissed the injunction and got a new one with the same set of facts?
No, I was not there with her on October 10th, and there was a different fact that wasn't.
There were no new facts.
That's not true.
That's
but okay. What was this? Okay. What was the other fact?
That was when we were now able to include the fact that you made a live stream where you went to her work, stood outside her office, told people that any member of the public could go in there.
They can.
So between those two periods, we were able to actually add that into the new petition that she got.
So you're saying? Are you sure you're not talking about amending the petition?
He's telling.
Because the one that was served on me was an amended petition.
Right. So I was there on 10-9. I was not there on 10-10.
So everything you just said was just hearsay?
So I know what was added to the petition because I've seen the petition.
You've seen both petitions?
Absolutely.
So you've seen the original one on 10-10?
I've seen the one on 10-9 and on 10-10.
But the one on 10-10 is amended.
Sure. I think that she was trying to make sure that our children's names wouldn't be on it because we knew that was going to end up all over YouTube, so that was the impetus behind doing that.
Speaking of children's, so you're worried about your kids being on the internet?
I would prefer not to have their names on.
Is that why you posted this picture on the website?
Finishing my answer to your question, I would prefer not to have their names on your YouTube channel.
So why nobody's put them on there though, right?
Well, nobody's put them on there because their names weren't in the petition.
So do you believe that it's okay to put their picture on the public website?
So I think that when my wife was adding one family photo to a work newsletter, and that was something that got sent around the College of Law, that was a choice that we made, and as we know, you all acquired that photo and made t-shirts out of it and made videos out of it.
It's on Google.
Sure.
So did you give permission to put your image on there?
Did I give permission to who?
Your wife.
We discussed making that photo.
So this photo was posted with your permission?
Sure.
Okay. So you gave permission for this to be on Google?
For that photo, yeah.
Okay. Are you aware of what the Public Fair Use Copyright Act is?
I'm not.
Okay, so you know that once you put it on the internet, it's public domain, right?
I just said I'm not aware of it.
Okay. So have you heard the recording of the 10-10 injunction hearing?
Yes, I believe so.
Have you put a bar complaint on the judge?
No, I have not.
Okay. So do you believe it's ethical to dismiss a complaint, injunction, and issue a new one with the same facts?
That's not relevant to your proceedings.
What are you talking about? It's the injunction that was served on me.
Well, whether something was done by a judge at the injunction hearing is not actually relevant to the criminal prosecution against you. That
You're using it against me. You're using the injunction against me.
Well, getting into what he could have done on something else has nothing to do with your criminal.
So do you
How does that go
So
to
do you
your
regularly
attorneys?
interrupt interviews?
If people were to ask questions like you're asking, yes.
So you regularly interfere with judicial proceedings?
No, because most of the time people aren't asking questions like you're asking where you're going way outside the scope of
So
the
you're just
actual
wasting my
questions.
time, Rachel. You're a nasty, like I said, we're going to get another bar complaint on you today. So, okay.
Continue on.
So you said no, you haven't. You have heard the hearing, but you didn't. So have you seen the original petition before the amended petition?
I think so.
Okay. Do you know it doesn't exist? So how did you see it?
Do I know what doesn't exist, so how did I see
There's
it?
no original petition from 10-10.
Then I don't know, because there was 10-9, there was 10-10, and there was 10-10, and I wasn't there on 10-10. So all I know is we got a petition that was served on you.
Do you have knowledge of an original petition on 10-10?
I am not sure what the exact sequence was. I was not with her that day.
Okay. You spoke like you knew it. So I just wanted to clarify that. So you do, now at the November 14th hearing to modify the injunction, did you practice law from the gallery again on that day?
Well, I never practiced law from the gallery. On that day, I was there as an observer. Shannon did the entire hearing by herself.
Did she ever turn around and ask you questions?
We might have conversed at one point, but I don't
That's
believe so.
I'm asking, did she turn around and ask you questions during the course of the proceeding?
I don't believe so, but it's possible.
It's on YouTube and you've watched it.
Okay, so I'm answering your question. I'm saying I don't believe so. It's possible. I don't remember.
You don't remember her turning around and asking you questions during the hearing?
I have answered your question. I'm saying it's possible. I don't believe so, but I don't remember.
So it's possible, but you don't think so, but you don't remember. Which answer is it? That's three different answers.
I've answered your question. Move on.
Excuse me?
I said I've answered your question.
What's the answer? You gave three separate answers. They're three completely different answers. That's
He's
yes, no, and maybe.
I've answered your question.
He's answered
Yes,
the
no,
question.
and maybe. So was it possible? Was it you don't remember? Or you may have? What is the answer? Because that's three separate answers. That's not answering the question. That's called feet dragging obstructionism. So pick one of those three.
He's already answered it. Move on.
He hasn't answered it. What's the answer, Rachel?
Do you want to keep spending the time? He doesn't remember.
So he doesn't. Oh, so he doesn't remember.
He's saying that
He said
anything
it's
could have-
possible. He doesn't remember, and he might have.
which all can be true.
No, they can't.
Do you want to waste your time? Because it's 3:24. So I would suggest you move on. He's answered the question.
So is this how this is going to go?
Well, if you keep focusing on that, yes.
So he's not going to answer?
He's answering your questions.
So the answer is yes and no?
The Rule 15 isn't where you get to demand the answer that you're seeking. He's answering the question. That's what's going to happen at trial. He's going to answer your questions.
You think the judge is going to let him say yes, no, maybe at trial?
Yes.
I don't.
The judge is going to, if that's his answer, that's his answer. You don't get to decide what his answer is going to be. So continue on. You're wasting your time.
It's not an answer. Hey, Mark, you need to bring some... This is going off the rails already. She's completely interfering with every... He thinks he can answer questions, yes, no, maybe.
Well, how did you ask the question?
I asked him if he remembers practicing, if you're answering, she turned around and asked him questions at the thing. He said, yes, possible, maybe, I don't remember, but it's possible. So does he, because I'm trying to, so that's like saying, and Rachel just said that you can give an answer, yes, no, maybe. Well, she said I can't. Okay. 3 answers, okay. So, are you writing her appeal brief for the injunction?
No, there is no appeal brief.
The response?
There's no response. There's nothing that's even been filed.
It'll be filed this week.
Okay.
Will you be writing her response? You haven't helped her with it at all?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
What, I need to show him this. What's the city project that you and your wife are working on between the law school and you?
This city project?
Yeah.
I think that would be the person that was calling and left her the voicemail.
That was before there was any voicemails. That was 8:23.
I don't know. It says external Tucson city project updates. I don't know what it is because all there is a heading there.
It's between you and your wife.
No, I don't see that on here, so I don't know.
You don't see it?
I don't see it. What is that from?
The state gave that to me. So you clearly work. Okay, let me ask you this: do you and your wife work on projects together?
There have certainly been things that we've worked on.
What was that project about?
I'm telling you, I don't remember. I don't even know that is one. So
it literally says city project update.
And I'm telling you, I don't remember.
This is how this has been going.
I don't remember what happened on August 23rd,
I don't remember. It's right there in his face. I want to know what this project is because I claimed that they were working on a project together and he said that was a crime. This is Shannon's email inbox.
Okay.
And they claimed that they were working, that by me stating on the internet on a video that they were working together, that was the crime of harassment. So they clearly do work together. And this was clearly before any voicemails. What projects were you working on with your wife around August of 2024?
The only thing I can think of, because that's when school starts, I have gone back to talk to law students. I've also gone back to work with the prosecution clinic. And then there's a Udall Fellowship and Prosecution Academy. It could have potentially been one of those things. I don't know.
So if somebody were to say that you and your wife work together, would that be a true or false statement?
There have certainly been times that she and I have worked together, as when she worked in both career development and as the director of special projects, and I was a prosecutor. Absolutely. There have certainly been things that we worked on together.
He doesn't remember if he has a loyalty oath, so how do we do that? And then when I said we're going to do a public records request in public to put it on YouTube, she said she's going to file a motion with the judge. Yeah. Okay. On September 12th, after your wife or Shannon Walker received the phone call, did she call you?
I don't remember if she called me or texted me. I think she probably called me.
And what did she tell you?
She said that one of my defendants called her and said that they were going to come talk to her about me being a crooked-ass prosecutor, and then I received your email shortly thereafter where you said you were going to go pay her a visit, and then you said you were going to go talk to all of our neighbors. So,
is that illegal?
I think that's pretty much why we're here, yeah.
No, I'm asking you, is that illegal, yes or no?
Is what illegal?
Everything you just said.
I think certainly in context, it could definitely be illegal.
Which portion?
I think the portion where I was prosecuting you, and then for whatever reason you decided to reach out to my wife, say
I thought you said it was because I said it was a crooked-ass prosecutor.
Going to finish my answer.
Well, you're talking in circles again.
So I think the part where you said you were going to go talk to her, pay her a visit, come to our neighbor's house, I definitely think that could be illegal, for sure.
Which crime would that be?
I believe it could definitely be the crime of harassment.
Which portion of which factual, like, so are we talking about the phone call, the part going to your neighbors? Are we talking about going to talk to a public employee at a public building? Which part of that are you specifically do you believe is illegal?
Sure, I can believe it could be an act that harasses, particularly with the implication being that you are going to talk to her because I am prosecuting you. Which is exactly what you said.
I thought it was because I said you were a crooked-ass prosecutor.
Well, certainly, yeah. I'm prosecuting you, so that's why you're going to go talk to her. As though you need to make sure that she does something, so I stop prosecuting you, otherwise you're going to do something to her. That was the implication.
That was the implication?
Mm-hmm.
In your mind?
That was what it sounded like, both on the voicemail and the email.
Really? Are we talking about this email right here?
I can't see what that email is.
Where does it say that I'm going to do something to your wife if you don't stop prosecuting?
So this is the email. Seems like it's time to go talk to your wife and Stacy and a few others and let them know what kind of upstanding person you are.
Yeah, where does that say that?
I think it might be time to go visit your neighbors and show them that they're protecting a criminal police officer. So, yeah, so when a defendant that you're prosecuting has already shown a predisposition to put people's information on the internet, to call them, to do things like that.
That was 9/12. That was 9/12.
And then that same defendant decides that, sends an email and calls your wife and says they're going to go pay her a visit. I absolutely think that could be criminal activity.
What's the date on? What is the date on that?
And that's what I just wanted to put on the recording that this is date of September 12th, 2024 at 8:19 a.m. sent from Lane's backup account to Matthew Walker at TucsonAZ.gov.
Yeah, you gave it to me in the discovery.
Yeah, but I'm just we have to make it clear for the recorder.
So what was posted before then?
What do you mean what was posted?
You just said that because a defendant who has shown the posting and all this stuff on the internet, that it could be taken that way. But what was posted before? This little fake indictment thing starts on September.
This occurred, I don't know, probably a little more than a year ago. This was a pre-trial interview with Matt Walker. So we heard the voicemail, right? Or I'm sorry, we heard him read the email, right?
This is a public service.
You have reached.
Hi, my name's Lane Myers. Hi, my name's Lane Myers, 520-771-2021. I see you're a director of special projects. Well, I'd like to ask if you could approve a special project where you help me end your husband's career for being a crooked-ass cop, prosecutor, wannabe, whatever he is, hiding these cops from prosecution. I figured the U of A, maybe Stacy could help me. Maybe I should talk to you or Stacy or maybe one of these. Because, you know, my wife also is an alumni of the College of Law and is actually has taught there. So, like, we got two sides that are about to come crashing together here. So, you can help me teach your husband how to follow the law, or I'm going to take his career. So, I figured since I'm a member of the community and my wife's an alumni of the law school, that maybe I could get access to the materials at the law school in order to fight for justice, since Stacy's all about justice. So I guess I got to call Stacy next.
All right, well, and there's the old voicemail.
12th, what was posted before September 23rd?
Sure, so you had posted a lot of other videos about victims and witnesses in the other matters. You had called a witness in one of the Tucson City Court cases and essentially misrepresented who you were. And so given all of that, I had concerns about you saying you were going to go pay my wife a visit. Seemed like the implication was that you were going to do something.
Which witness did I call and misrepresent to?
I think that was Mary Schneider, but I can't remember for sure.
You weren't even prosecuting that case.
Well, I remembered watching the video on YouTube.
So you just lied?
I remembered watching the video on YouTube.
But it was a case in justice court.
And I remembered watching.
But you just said it was a case in city court.
So that case, and then another case, I'm saying you have shown a proclivity to post.
You said while you were prosecuting them. Were you prosecuting that case when I made that phone call, yes or no?
I'm not sure if I was prosecuting it at that time or if it had already been transferred to justice court.
I thought you said you watched it.
So, listen. At one point, I had been prosecuting that case.
Which case was that?
The booing case.
I thought we couldn't talk about that here.
You're not going to get into the details of that case.
Well, he's getting into the details right now. He's saying that I called somebody in the details of that case.
Well, you're trying to ask him about the case. He's not going to.
No, I'm not asking about the case. I said what was posted about the cases where he was prosecuting, and he brought up a case where he wasn't prosecuting.
So, I think you're asking several. Can you break it down a little bit more?
I literally just asked him what prior to September 12th. His answer to this was the reason that it could be implicated was.
I don't understand why these legal geniuses can't understand these simple questions. I mean, what do you guys think?
Because it was a defendant in a case I was prosecuting, had shown a proclivity to post things, but the thing with Mary Schneider didn't get posted till November. This is September, okay? He wasn't the prosecutor in that case, so his answer of why he felt that way was because he was prosecuting this case. Okay, well, he wasn't prosecuting that case, so that doesn't jive. His answer of, I felt that way because it was a defendant in a case I was prosecuting, and then his answer wasn't a case he was prosecuting. So, prior to September 12th, what was it that you believed? What was it that led you to believe I was engaging in harassing behavior prior to that date?
You had engaged in harassing behavior toward victims in other cases, towards witnesses in general. Plus, I don't know you. I have no idea who you are, what you're capable of, or what you're going to do. And when you say you're going to go pay my wife a visit, it's extremely concerning.
Everything you just stated was First Amendment protected activity. So did you find that you were disturbed or scared or harassed by First Amendment protected activity?
I don't believe it's First Amendment protected activity.
Why haven't I been charged for it?
I can't answer that. I'm not the prosecutor in this case currently.
So you don't believe going to a public building and talking to a government employee during public hours is First Amendment protected activity?
I don't believe that it is First Amendment protected activity when you are already trying to talk to somebody who is the wife of the person who's prosecuting you, and you've already said you want to come pay her a visit to talk to her about me being a crooked-ass prosecutor. Do not believe that is First Amendment protected activity.
So petitioning a government official about the actions of another government official who both have a loyalty oath to uphold the Constitution at a government building, how is that not First Amendment protected?
I just answered that. When the wife and the husband, and you're going to visit the wife about something the husband's doing, I don't believe that's First Amendment protected activity.
Why not?
Because the implication is that you are going to talk to my wife to threaten or do something else to in some way stop me from prosecuting this case and harass her as a result of that.
But the case was already transferred.
I'm not sure what case was already transferred.
The case you referenced that led you to believe that. The Mary Schlechter case.
I'm talking about my familiarity with you generally.
Oh, I thought you said it was because I was a defendant. But I was no longer a defendant at that point.
Because I was familiar with you generally, and you were a defendant in the O'Reilly Auto Parts case.
But you had taken yourself off that case at that time.
The O'Reilly Auto Parts case?
Yeah.
No, I hadn't. I only took myself off that case after you harassed my wife to the point where she had to file this injunction and I had to conflict myself. That's when I was off the O'Reilly Auto Parts
Right,
case.
allegedly harassed your wife. Right? Allegedly?
No, where you harassed her.
So do you believe that if somebody's one government employee is married to another government employee, there's some exception in the First Amendment or in the law that means that you can't petition them because they're married?
I don't believe that.
You don't believe what?
Well, why don't you ask the question again?
This is Which conduct do you believe that you're referring to, do you believe is not First Amendment protected?
I believe that the conjunction of you calling my wife, leaving her a voicemail, saying you want to come talk to her about me being a crooked-ass prosecutor.
Did I say that? Or did I just say that I left that voicemail?
You left the voicemail.
Did I say I wanted to come talk? I didn't say I wanted to come talk to her in the voicemail, though.
He asked for Shannon's assistance in helping me not be a crooked-ass prosecutor. And then you sent me an email saying that you're going to go visit her at the law school, my wife, who has nothing to do with your case. She's not a witness. She works for a completely separate legal entity. No, I do not believe that is First Amendment protected activity. I believe that's harassment.
Is she a government employee?
At the time, she was.
Okay. So are you allowed to criticize government employees under the First Amendment?
Within reason, sure.
What is the boundaries of that reason?
I think when it goes from criticism to harassment, that's where the boundary is.
Where's that boundary?
Harassment is conduct.
You sound like you're reading off the law page or something. I'm asking you specifically.
The only thing I have in front of me is the 4 pieces of paper that you gave me.
Where is the line between protected speech and harassment?
I believe the statute says something that's...
The statute? I'm asking what your opinion is.
My opinion?
Yeah.
Okay, so my opinion is that when somebody's prosecuting you and you say that you're going to call their wife and ask for their assistance in helping them not be a crooked-ass prosecutor, and then email the prosecutor and say they're going to go pay a visit to your wife, my opinion is that's where the line is.
How did she find out about the email?
How did she find out about what email?
This email right here.
The email that you sent me
on September 12th.
8/19?
Yeah.
Because after she let me know that you left a voicemail, you emailed me, and so I told her, oh yeah, he sent me an email.
So that email wasn't directed to her?
You did not email it to her, I don't think.
So the only way she found out about it was from you?
I think so, yeah.
And what about that email did you believe was criminal?
Well, as I've said now a few times, I believed it was harassing. I also wanted her to be on guard in case you actually did come try to visit her and do something. I had no idea what you were going to do, whether it was talk to her or whether it was do something else. So I wanted to warn her that you might be coming to visit her at work.
Doesn't it say what I was going to do?
Well, you wrote several things in the email, but that doesn't mean that's actually what you were going to do. So I wanted to warn her.
So you made assumptions?
I absolutely made an assumption based on what you said in the email that you were going to go pay my wife a visit, that I should warn my wife, hey, one of my defendants who just called you might come to your work and do something.
Do what though?
I have no idea.
But doesn't it say in the email?
You said a lot of things in the email. I wasn't going to base whatever I did on what you said in the email.
So you just made up your own version of the reality?
No. The reality is that you said you were going to go visit her, and that's what I warned her about.
What I said I was going to go visit her and say what?
I would need the email back. I don't have it memorized.
What kind of upstanding person you are?
Sure.
How is that a threat?
Because I don't know what you were going to do. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you have capacity for. So I'm going to warn my wife that the defendant that I'm prosecuting, who left her a voicemail, might be coming to her work to do God only knows what.
So it was your sensitivities that constitute the harassment in this case?
It was my care and concern for my wife on that day that made me want to warn her that that might happen.
What role did you have in my wife being fired?
Absolutely not. I don't even know that she was fired.
You're not aware that she was fired?
I am not aware that she was fired. I don't know anything about that other than the many stories that you have changed that you have put on YouTube.
Oh, which stories were those?
That she was fired, that she resigned, that she's your wife, that she's your girlfriend. I don't know anything about her other than what you said.
Oh, that's funny. Doesn't it say right here in your little write-up? So do you believe people have to be legally married to use the word wife?
I don't have any opinion on that.
Well, you clearly do. You just said that. You don't know if she's my wife or my girlfriend.
I have no idea what she is.
Are you aware of her existence?
I'm aware. I believe she exists. That's all I know.
You believe she exists, but you don't know for sure?
I don't. I've never met her. I've never interacted with her.
But do you believe there's a human being that exists?
I think it's certainly possible.
Then why did you put my wife all over this thing, saying that something to do with his wife apparently losing her federal court clerkship job?
Well, so what I said is that this was part of the basis for your harassment and your choice to make
alleged
videos about
harassment.
my wife and make videos with her contact information, was that you were saying, you seem to believe that this had happened. I have no idea if it's true or not, but this is what you were saying, and this was the impetus behind you making videos.
Yeah, I got that information from federal law enforcement. That your wife and Stacey Jane and you were involved in that. But we'll save that for trial. So you have no knowledge of my wife even existing on this face of this earth?
I have never met her. What I know is what you put into the world.
And did anybody force you to watch those videos?
No, nobody forced me to watch any videos.
So you harassed yourself?
No.
So you had the choice to watch the videos or not watch the videos?
There's about 50 videos. What are the videos? What are you referring to?
The ones you referred to just now. You said in videos that in some videos I referred to her as my wife or my girlfriend, or she got fired, she resigned. It's actually she resigned instead of getting fired.
So she didn't actually get fired?
She resigned instead of getting fired.
Oh, okay, because you just said she got fired several times, so I wasn't sure.
She did get fired.
So I definitely watched a lot of these videos for sure.
Which videos on my YouTube channel were you required to watch?
Which videos was I required to watch?
Yeah.
None of them.
So any video you watch voluntarily?
Correct. I watched any video that I watched voluntarily.
And you consider those videos to be harassment of your wife?
Certainly many of them, yes.
Are you aware of any of them that were sent to your wife by Elaine Myers?
By Elaine Myers, I'm not sure. I don't know if you personally sent any of them.
So you don't know?
I do not know. We're just referring to the videos between September 12th and October 21st?
No, any video. The 50, you said there's 50 videos. Any video on my YouTube channel that your wife watched, was it sent by Elaine Myers?
I am not sure. I don't think so.
Are you a subscriber to my channel?
No.
How do you watch them? Are you logged in to your Google account when you do that?
I go on the internet and pull up the account and watch them.
So you don't get notifications?
No, I don't get notifications.
Does your wife get notifications?
No.
Has she ever been tagged in any of the videos?
I don't know.
So you have to go out of your way to watch them?
A lot of them are sent by other people. Many of the people that have emailed, the third-party people that have emailed, people that have called, have directed her to them. Also, she has colleagues that are concerned. They will often let her know there's a video posted.
So when the videos come to your wife's inbox, what do you have to do to watch the video? Do you have to click on them, or could you stop along the way? When you open the email, does the video start playing, or do you have to go to the link, click the video, and press play?
I couldn't tell you exactly. I assume you click the link and go to the video.
You don't know how you watch the videos? You forgot?
You're asking me what she does.
No, I'm asking you what you do.
Yes, I would click a link to watch the video.
So you would click the link, the video would come up, and then you would press play on the video and watch it?
Yes.
So at any point during that process, could you stop before you click the video?
Sure, you could certainly stop watching a video.
No, I mean before you watch it.
Sure, you could stop before then too.
You could stop what?
Not watch the video.
So you chose to watch it?
So I certainly chose to watch a lot of these, particularly once you had actually gone to the law school. I wanted to make sure that you weren't going to do something like that again and go back and try to pay my wife a visit. And then there was a number of people that forwarded them, and we weren't able to stop that. We weren't able to stop the emails and the phone calls.
You'll never be able to. How did you watching the video prevent me from going to the law school again?
Oh, it wouldn't prevent you, but I could warn her if you were coming.
Yeah, how would watching the video, how would you know from watching the video if I was going to go to the law school or not?
Well, because you often would live stream, and you would live stream yourself walking around Tucson, doing various things, and so if you were live streaming yourself going to the law school, then I could warn my wife and say, hey, he's coming, just so you know.
So could I have went to the law school without live streaming first?
Sure, I think that's what you did on, was it October 18th? Yeah, I believe that was what you did. I don't remember if it was October 17th or 18th.
I didn't go to the law school that day.
You see, which day was it?
I've only went to the law school once on October 9th.
No, when you went back to the law school and spoke to the student in the parking lot. I don't believe you were live streaming that night.
That's a lie. I drove past the law school. I never left the public street. So how is the law school a building or a street?
I don't know what the boundaries of the property are.
Well, you just said I went to the law school.
Right.
So where does the law school start?
So there are buildings, there is a parking lot, there is a drive that's next to it, and I don't know what's part of the law school and what's not.
So you don't know if I went to the law school that day or not?
No, I know you did, because you posted a video of yourself doing it.
So what was my conduct in that video?
In the video, I think you had it muted, but I believe that you yelled out that you were looking for Shannon and drove away and screamed her name.
Is Shannon, did I say Shannon Walker or just Shannon?
I'm pretty sure that you asked the law student if you knew where Shannon Walker was.
You're pretty sure or you know?
I wasn't there.
So you don't know?
I know what was reported, and that's what was reported.
Do you believe the boundaries of the law school include the streets surrounding it?
I would need to look at a map. I don't know.
You don't know if the law school includes Speedway?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the property is. I don't know survey stuff. I don't know any of that.
But your testimony is that I went to the law school.
Yes, you went to the parking lot of the drive right next to the College of Law and yelled at a law student. So yeah, you went to the law school.
Or no, I yelled at the law student?
Whatever, yelled out for Shannon Walker.
What's the law student's name?
I don't remember because I don't know them personally.
Drake Sataraman?
That sounds right.
Okay. So, but you're saying that so basically everything you just said was your assumption, not your knowledge.
So I wasn't there that night. I know what was reported and I know what was in the video that you posted on YouTube.
And what was in that video?
I don't have it memorized, but you definitely went down that drive next to the law school. There was a law student concerned to look at you, and then you drove away.
Is that a public street?
Again, I don't know. I don't know.
Is Helen a public street?
Probably.
So I was driving on a public street?
I just said I don't know.
Have you ever charged anyone with harassment based on any of the emails or phone calls you've received?
So I'm gonna. Oh. He doesn't make the charges. Are you asking if he's filed a police report?
Stop interrupting.
Hang on. Hey, Lynn, let's...
I know the difference.
Lynn, talk to us.
I get what you're saying. Have you ever prosecuted? He does file charges. He's a prosecutor. Have you ever charged anybody as a prosecutor for harassment of a public employee?
So I'm going to direct him not to answer that. It's not relevant to this.
Well, it's the interview. You can object.
She's been doing this the whole time I was gone.
He can file a motion. I'm going to direct him not to answer this question.
This is what I'm saying. The whole start of the
She's his lawyer.
telling me I can't ask this. I can't ask that.
That's fine.
His decisions about a prosecutor have nothing to do with this case.
It's Rule 15. I thought in discovery
it goes to motive, bias, and prejudice, but that's fine. We'll deal with it in a motion.
Have you made any police reports on anybody about any emails or phone calls you've received regarding this whole situation?
I have not filed any police reports personally.
And why is that?
Just a choice that I made.
Do you believe you could if you wanted to?
I certainly believe that I could.
Well, I wonder why he hasn't charged me then. If he could. I've emailed him. Why not, Matt? You can just do whatever you want, right? So I'm only allowed to talk to Matt Walker about his interactions with defendants. That's what... I wonder if he actually believes that. You heard it from him, guys. You can send him emails as long as they're in good faith. I've got plenty of good faith questions for bad faith actor Matt Walker. Wait, you're telling me I can't call you a cunt whore? What are you talking about, bro? What's this guy talking about? This guy's crazy. Actually, hold on. Just one more second. I gotta do this. Let's go back and just define what he's, make sure we're getting it straight. Okay. Interesting. That's going to be very interesting. 163 people. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Hit the like button, please. Please. How many likes do we have? We probably not 163. All right, where are we at? All right. Let's see here. Okay, this was yesterday. You dumb cunt. You stupid cunt. You're seriously gonna go into court with these allegations? You're gonna look just as stupid as fucking Shannon and Matt. This is Washburn's best. I hope your lack of conscience lasts your entire life, because if it doesn't, your soul is fucking doomed. Life is more than Pima County Superior Court, you stupid cunt. But keep protecting people like Matt and Shannon, and I'm sure on your deathbed you'll look back at the important things in life and see that this was certainly one of them. Fuck you. Say my name, bitch. I love it. Joshua Gray. This is a public service. So, if I'd sent that to Matt, it would have been a crime, or Rachel can get me on a crime too. I didn't call her a cunt whore, so maybe I'm safe. I don't know. And the law is just so confusing. Our rights are just so perplexing and bewildering. Oh boy, guys. I guess this is what Matt actually believes. I don't know. Is the prosecutor saying this? That's chilling. It's terrifyingly chilling. Let's listen to it again. It's so chilling. I think it's up to the individual. That's freedom, guys.
What does the First Amendment say?
He's got that one memorized. Matt is a special kind of legal genius. He has selective amnesia and forgets stuff, and then he's just like Lane in other matters where he's got the statute, he can just recite it from his memory. Man, Matt sure is a respectable guy, guys.
So that's your belief. Your belief that offensive, derogatory statements can be unprotected.
Thank you.
That's not what I said. I specifically said I believe that there was a lot of offensive or derogatory speech that is protected under the First Amendment, while there could be speech that's not derogatory at all, doesn't use any swear words, that is directed towards one person that in fact could be harassing.
That better?
How does speech that's not made in good faith play into the First Amendment?
Speech that's not made in good faith?
That's what you said. You said that there could be offensive speech, and then if somebody isn't using it in good faith, it would be harassment.
Well, so what I said was, in going back to emailing somebody in their professional capacity or a government employee.
Let's stick to what my question is. Speech.
Well, your question was related to what I said. So the good faith nature of it could be somebody emails you a number of times. Maybe they have good faith questions. Maybe somebody just sends you the same email over and over and over. It doesn't have any derogatory language in it, but it's still harassment. It's not made in good faith. They're just spamming you with emails over and over and over and over again.
But I didn't spam you with any emails, right?
You can't spam Matt, but all the spammers can spam Matt. Matt can get spammed by the namesake, but if plebeians do it, it's a crime. This guy is special.
You sent a few. Certainly during the course of the case, we exchanged emails, and I don't think any of those that didn't have to do with my wife were, something that was outside of the professional duties that I had when I was interacting with you as a prosecutor.
It's now 3:59.
So you believe this email that I sent was not protected speech?
Which email that you sent?
The one we've been talking about.
The one that you sent to me on September 12th? Yeah, the conjunction of you calling my wife saying that you wanted her assistance.
I'm asking if the email contained unprotected speech. I'm not asking about the conjunction.
And the email that's saying you were going to go visit my wife, I don't believe that.
I'm asking about the words on paper.
I don't believe it was protected speech.
Which part of it was not protected speech on this, specifically the email?
Not your
hypothesis. The words on the paper. Which word on the paper is not protected speech?
The part where you said you were going to go visit my wife.
And let them know what kind of upstanding person you are? Is that a true threat or fighting words?
I have no idea what your intentions were when you sent that.
I'm asking you if it was a true threat or fighting words.
So my concern now is you're going off on some of the legal analysis he's doing, which isn't, he's not coming in to testify as an expert on the First Amendment. That's not what he's coming in.
He should be an expert on it. He's a prosecutor.
He's not testifying as an expert, so we have not listed him as an expert. He's not coming in as a First Amendment
scholar. He listed himself as an expert.
So
I'm
just saying, it's now 4 o'clock, so if you have any final questions you want to ask him,
so nasty.
we're at the end of the time.
What should I ask him? Oh yeah, I do. Has anybody came to your house?
I don't know.
You don't know if anybody showed up at your house?
I don't know if somebody showed up in the middle of the night. I have not seen anyone during the day.
Are you aware of anybody coming to your house?
I'm not aware of that.
Has anybody contacted you on your personal email?
On my personal email, no.
On your personal cell phone number?
Yes.
People have contacted you on your personal cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
And what did they say?
Just stuff about the case.
Give me that number, y'all.
I have no idea.
Do you have any evidence that I provided that number?
No, I don't have any evidence that you provided that person that number.
So I just want to clarify your statement. You believe that there's offensive conduct, or excuse me, offensive speech that there's offensive speech that is First Amendment protected, and there's offensive speech that is not First Amendment protected?
So, to be very clear, I think that there are a lot of offensive words, swear words, whatever, that depending on the context could certainly be First Amendment protected speech. I also think that there is plenty of speech that might not have any swear words at all. If you read it in the dictionary, it wouldn't appear to be particularly concerning, and if you put the words together and direct them toward a specific person, like, I'm going to pay your wife a visit.
But you're changing the question. I asked you about offensive. We all know what offensive is. You know what prostitution is when you see it, right? I'm saying offensive. What offensive speech is not covered by the First Amendment? Not your version of what happened in this case. Specifically, what speech, you saying there's speech that is and there isn't. In your opinion, which offensive speech is not protected by the First Amendment?
I think it just depends. I don't think you could stand up in a court of law while court is in session and say whatever you want, swear whatever you want. That's not protected by the First Amendment. I don't think you could go into a school classroom that you had no business being in while classes in session and swear and do all that.
Is that where we're at?
Is that speech or conduct?
It's both.
Wouldn't you have to be in the classroom first? I'm asking you about offensive speech, not conduct.
So, again, now you're going way outside of this case. He's not testifying as a First Amendment scholar. He's not testifying as an expert in this. So now you're asking him about a bunch of questions. This has nothing to do with what's going to come in at trial.
Yes, this is absolutely a daily list.
Do you have any final questions? Because we're now past time.
What is your relationship with Laura Conover?
I have met her 2 times. Once was...
It shall be known as the People's List.
The first time I ever met her in person,
I'm not muted,
I
am I?
believe, was at the Board of Visitors in
The little soundbar is working.
2023, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think I met her one time after that, and I probably didn't talk to her for more than 5 minutes either time.
Have you ever been to any of her fundraisers or given money to her campaign?
No.
What is your relationship with Rachel Stiles?
I met Rachel when, I think it was the Udall Fellowship, which is one of the things I mentioned earlier. I believe the first time I met Rachel was at the Udall Fellowship, and I think it was 2024, where we interview law students to see which one of them is going to be the Udall Fellow.
This was part of the special project, so Shannon's in on this
I
too.
might have interacted with her when she was a defense attorney, I can't say for sure. And then our interaction pertaining to this matter.
So you have a previous relationship and worked together before?
I have interacted with her, at least for the Udall Fellowship. We spent 1 hour interviewing a few students, and I might have interacted with her as a defense attorney, but I don't remember. When she was a defense attorney.
And she was a defense attorney? And you were a prosecutor?
Correct. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah, Rachel was a defense attorney.
Over the last 8 years, and I interacted with a lot of defense attorneys, so I don't remember.
What is your relationship with Judge Walton?
I don't even know Judge Walton. I don't think I've ever met her. I don't think I would recognize her if she was sitting next to me.
Do you have a relationship with Judge Wineland?
No.
You've never met her?
I only saw her that time that my wife went to obtain the injunction against harassment.
What about with Judge Metcalf?
Judge Metcalf,
He never said their name.
I think the first time I ever saw him was for this proceeding. Occasionally I do appeals from Tucson City Court to Superior Court. I don't think I've ever had an appeal in front of Metcalf.
Are you aware of your wife having a previous relationship with Judge Walton from the Arizona State University?
From Arizona State University?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't think that's accurate.
Your wife, I'm asking if you're aware of any.
I'm not aware of it.
All
Did your wife attend Arizona State?
She attended virtually and got, I think, a master's.
Okay. Because Judge Walton at the time worked there at the same time.
My wife never physically attended Arizona State. Are we done?
Yeah.
What about what is your
I'm sorry, we have to
wife's
stop now.
questions
We're
with
after time.
Rachel Stiles.
I don't know if my wife ever met Rachel before the Udall Fellowship that day either.
Okay. Good. So I'm going to turn, it's now 4:05 p.m.
Well, there you have it. So, sum up from what happened in the courtroom from we'll call it Lane's side from the conversation with Resnick, is that they spent a lot of time talking about things we won't say it that way. We'll say it this way. Lane had trial yesterday for a violation of probation. It went from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And it is scheduled to go at least another day tomorrow from 9 a.m. until I think 4. So far, they've had the probation department on the stand. They put Lane's significant other on the stand, and Matt Walker is currently on the stand and is kind of being Rachel still, they broke with Rachel still asking questions. So that's where that's where things are going to start tomorrow. I'm not sure how many more witnesses Rachel has up her sleeve. It seems like, it seems like if she just went off what she said she was going to go off, which is the actual petition, that, we got through it yesterday. We got through the whole petition. It took us about 2 hours, I think. We watched every single clip. So, I don't know what's going on in the courtroom because, again, it's secret court and nobody's allowed to know unless you live in Tucson. Nobody's allowed to know what's going on in this courtroom. No audio recording. You can't even follow 122H. They own their own rules, guys. Metcalf makes his own rules, and he makes the Supreme Court rules. He's on the Supreme Court task force to change the rules. So, do I have that handy? I do, actually. Couple things we can just talk about this. Oh yeah, I respect your rights and I respect the rules. It is ordered there will be no recordings, including personal audio recordings. Well, what? That's not the rule. You don't have the discretion to do that. You just don't. And he's like, oh yeah, fuck you, hold my beer, bro, because I do, man. I make these new rules, so I don't even have to respect the current rules. So Supreme Court's like, oh, let's give this guy some power. Establishment of task force on rules. Supreme Court, Arizona. Oh, yeah, undertook the projects to modernize. Yeah, let's modernize. We want to modernize our secrecy so we don't have to have anything on the record. And we can say, oh, we had somebody in there transcribing. You can order the transcript. And you order the transcript. Can you imagine what the transcript... Just imagine what the transcript is going to be from yesterday. From a trial from 9 a.m. until 5. Imagine what the transcript for the Dabbler hearings was like $1,000, right? So if the Dabbler hearings were $1,000 and that was, how long was that? It was not more than 2 hours, right? It was not more than 2 hours. The Dabbler hearings were $1,000. Okay, so somebody's going to make the argument that the courts are transparent. So here we go. Rules Task Force. They're like, oh, let's make these esteemed people the members of the task force, and they even put honorable next to his name. Can you believe that they put honorable next to that man's name when he's literally going above and beyond to not be honorable, to violate the rules that he doesn't have the discretion to violate. To do what? To protect a government employee. And I will count my words on this, or whatever the fuck you say when you tell people to listen to the fuck what I'm about to say. The day that was it in this order? No, it's not. But there's another order where Metcalf's like, "Oh, you're right. I was wrong. I'm gonna pay for the transcripts." I bet you any fucking money that he is only talking about that hearing. That he's only talking about that hearing. That all these other hearings he's gonna be like, "Fuck you" on. I didn't say that. I only said it for that hearing. I said I acknowledged that I was wrong, and then we just went about business as usual. That's what he's gonna do. Watch how he fucks Lane even harder. The public can't have these hearings, and even Lane can't have these hearings because they're going to price the access of these hearings out of anything reasonable. It's not going to be reasonable for him to get any of the transcripts. Just watch. Watch the fucking games that these corrupt pieces of shit play. So, it's pinned right there if you guys have, if you've got some extra cash lying around. Lane's got a rough road ahead of him, even if he manages to be found not guilty, which is obviously what should happen. I mean, we watched each clip. I hear they played Goggins in the courtroom. Or maybe it was Jocko. I can't remember. Maybe it was both of them. They played one of them. They played a video. I'm told they played a video that wasn't even on the petition. I wonder if I think he's let me block this in case it fucking pops up there. Yeah, must be on my phone and not on that. So that's that. We got the slimy prosecutor's office. Having these lies up. These complete lies. Send her an email. She loves emails. She loves the emails. Yes, she does. She loves to get the emails. She's such a reprehensible person. Alright, y'all. Hit that like button. I appreciate that, deplorable. Hit that like button on the way out and do all those other, things that people do to help.
I come from a long, long line of denim jean. Cut beside our taps of feet. I rob the DEA and overdose. Spend the cash on guns and coke. I am the warmonger, more crazy strong. Drop it drones I'm the big bad supercharged sex machine. All American extra lean. If you lose your cool, maybe I'll lose mine. You drive the red light, I love crossing red
service on YouTube.
This is a public service.
This is a public service.
We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.